Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Other End playthrough. Last part, we were saved from certain death, supposedly, by Anthony while being attacked in front of the exam center. We chased the creature down into Sector 2, the Pyrosphere. Today, we continue the hunt. So, yeah, speaking of last parts, I've been informed that I complain a bit too much by by my friends who took a look at my work, and they say that I complain a bit too much. So I'm gonna try to change things a bit so I complain less. Anyway, it's time to begin the most notorious part of the game, the Hell Run. Oh, look at that. Yeah, for this first section, he's going to be chasing us through the air. Always be ready to counter with a press of the control pad. I failed that dodge. Gotta keep on your toes for this guy because it could be very easy for the guy to either eat you or knock you into the lava. Like so. No, I don't want to. If you stay in the lava too long, he will either eat you or you will die from lava exposure. No, no. Well, poopy. That's fine, because fortunately for me, I have the power of an editor. I can jump cut. That makes the issue of death a much less problematic feature of the playthrough. I did it again! Well, son of a... There we go. I got it this time. Fortunately, this part won't last for too much longer. You gotta be careful though, because the level drains your health like nobody's business. Oh, and it's this part. Here we have this fire hive, full of our little fiery creatures. I looked up their names earlier. I don't quite remember them at the moment. And we got some cybernetic Zebezians on our butts again. Just rodeo these guys. Things I really take quick throw for them. Oh boy. Things are getting hot in here.
Looks like the normal beam won't have any impact on the enemies around here.
The only thing my beam's not having an impact on is the hive. Fortunately, this means we got our latest authorization. The ice beam. Insert Arnold Schwarzenegger jokes here. Shoot out the creatures and take a shot at the hive to extinguish it. And you can just shoot the hive to kill it. Now we're gonna go in here with a Morse ball bomb and whoosh, another Excel charge. That'll make shooting our charge beams that much easier. Which is good, because we're going to be using it a lot in the next few areas. Whoa! So I did look up the enemies beforehand, and I ended up getting a few other enemy names wrong that I didn't, especially in the comments. The sofas, as I meant, well, they're actually the ground varieties. The aerial variety are a different name. Oh boy. Probably gonna list the enemy names in the subtitles or whatever, because even though I looked it up, I for the life of me cannot seem to keep them in my mind. Doesn't have that I actually looked them up. There we are. Stay away from the flaring vents; they will hurt you. If you're having trouble getting on top of these guys here, just ice beam with a freeze under the legs. Makes trying to get on top trying to overblast them that much easier. You can also shoot them to weaken them while you're evading their attacks. There we are. Okay, up there, door, can't go in this way. As soon as I stop running into a wall. Alright, and up the shaft. Destroy the Silvas here. There's a super missile door up there. I don't remember what the name for the fiery version of the Silvas are. I know that there's a different name to it. Yep. And we can't do anything about that area yet because we actually need our Varia suit at the very least for that. And we will be getting it shortly, just as soon as we charge beam that vent. Navigation area, you're gonna need them in this part because of all the heat-based health drainage that comes with this area. So many power-ups we're missing, and unfortunately we can't get so many of them yet because we still need authorization for many of the abilities required. Oh. Watch these guys. These magma-based monsters have a weakness in their mouths. A charged ice beam will stun them. You can hit them with a variety of other weaponry, including... including the ice beam and missiles. But gotta get out of the lava, gotta get out of the lava, gotta get out of the lava. Made it! Well, this just seems to be a very very death-abundant part. Cut! Fortunately, you get checkpoints in this game, so any death is rather a non-issue. And no, it's not the navigation boosts. You just get set checkpoints, so your backtracking is actually very limited in case of demise. Careful here. There's actually 2 in the area, and one of them will try it off screen you. Cheap as can cheaply be. Oop. You can just jump over the shots, fortunately. Oh, that was a close one. For a minute there, I thought I was actually going to land in the lava. Even if you don't want to take all these guys on, you're still going to need to take out the ones that are in your path. Don't worry about those set of platforms yet. There's nothing we can do up there just yet. Oh yeah, these guys that I thought were Silvas but are not. Just shoot the crap out of them. And usually if I refused ice beam charge, and you'll be good to go. I really should remember what these things are. And oh boy, dodge! This guy is particularly nasty. He will chase you. He will chase you like nobody's business. And he spawns stuff on the move. Don't let him. I tried. It's usually best to go for the head, otherwise, but only when it's like poking out. Otherwise, just don't shoot him until he exposes that real red light on his stomach there, and you're good to go. And when he's down on the ground like that, you can rip out the head. Shoot it. Just don't charge your beam, shoot it. Otherwise it will wrap around you, explode, and it'll take a small amount of your health. Even at my current level, wouldn't be enough to kill me, but it would put me in the red. Missile tank there, and I don't think there's anything we could do with this terminal at the moment. Eventually, though. There's a vent up here for a pickup, but we can't get to that one yet because our jump's not high enough. So instead... Wait. We can actually get it through here. There. Actually, I thought I couldn't get that one in the one earlier. Tried it for the test playthrough. And oh boy. Ah, crap. That's actually the first time I ever actually died there. Cut! But yeah. The problem with the checkpoints is that they only remember the collectibles up to before you actually hit said checkpoint. So if you die in a place right before if you die in certain places, you may have to get collectibles you actually got before. There. Fortunately, once you get past past the flaming meteors, it becomes that much simpler. But we're not done yet with the hell run. Oh no. You gotta go in here and fight more cybernetic Zebesians. Seems to be two different tiers because some of these guys only die in one hit. Like these guys. Also, your charged ice cream can fall their claws, which they shoot the projectiles from. Neat little thing there. Let's see, there was something else I wanted to talk about. For the life of me, I had it just a moment ago. At any rate, well, I tried to figure that out, what I was trying to say. Drain the magma here, and you will have your path forward. Oh yeah, now I remember what I wanted to talk about. First, intervent shaft on the right for another energy part. And we have a full tank. If you took any damage in that last battle, you'll have full health again. And with 3 tanks, we have a much bigger buffer, which is good because we're going to need it in a second. Shaft on the left continues onward. So here's the thing about the health run, about the hell run. As a gameplay concept, I don't hate it. It's not bad. It just doesn't work because we have the various suit in our possession. It doesn't really make sense that we didn't actually use it since it's just heat protection. Oh, dodge the didn't dodge it. I probably had to dodge a certain direction, but I didn't get it. Take care of these little Silvas here. They'll pop out of crevices. Well, I didn't need to dodge that one. I was out of the... Anyway. Walk around the pools. We're almost to the top. So don't worry too much about the rising man. Let's just go up here. And once you're up here, it becomes a non-issue. And already we have our second authorization. We now have various suit activated, which means we have a damage buffer. We have our reduced damage, and we no longer take damage from the area. Again, I don't know why we didn't use this sooner. Whatever. I'm trying to cut down on complaining, so let's move on. I probably could have dodged that. Instead, break free. And there's the boss of area 2 for now. Guyogma. Yes, I actually remembered his name this time. He has a lot of sweeping attacks. Usually twice. As he takes damage, he will expound on it by adding more to his combos. Oh, I should not have gotten hit by that. Obviously, glowing weak spot is glowing weak spot, so should have charged ice beam for damage. To him, not to you. Hit the weak spot before he dives into the lava, otherwise he will come back out without the ice filling. Yeah, apparently lava melts ice in this game. Who knew? Once he noticed that his health bar appeared once he oh, lava projectiles. You can it's actually pretty easy to dodge it even without the sense move. Ouch. You just need to jump, but Ah, come on. I just froze that. Oh. Fortunately, since move allows a free charge beam shot, so actually a very encouraged method of taking him on. Ah, the third one hit me. There we are. How about that for a neck brace? There we are. But now his weak point is no longer glowing, which means we're gonna have to strike at him differently. He's got flaming arms! And that's gonna be an issue because now he has new attacks. This is phase 2. Freeze his arm. You don't even have to use a charge beam on that guy. You can just shoot it and he'll eventually freeze. Once Thomas runs up, hit the L button to shoot his head, and we're good for another round of damage. Oh boy. Ow! The good news about only having to shoot the arm is that we can now focus a little bit more on dodging and less on actually charging our beam. Though it's probably preferred considering that it doesn't trying to charge the beam doesn't really take away too much. Oh, he's doing that. He's doing the wave arm thing. Yeah, and he's got more hits to his combo now, so you got to be prepared for this stuff. Oh boy, fire pillars, fire pillars. Oh, you can. I think you can also sense move these arms too. You don't have to. Oh, that one outright missed me. That's odd. Ow! I'm getting hit way too much by this guy. There we are. Run up the arm and it's time for the final blow. Ah, no, you're not shaking me this time. Epic finish. And Goyogma goes down. Huh. Why did he explode? Oh well. The magma level drops. Or lava level. So if we can finally descend back down the area. Which is good, because that means we now have progression. Oh, and now this chasm's got more of these side hopper-ish enemies. Again, I'll post the official name on screen. Because for whatever reason, even though I read their names beforehand, I can't be bothered to actually remember them. Pardon me. Well, it's not like I can't be bothered. I just have memory issues. Short term, not long. But yeah, we got to deal with a fair number of these guys coming down. There we are. Taking care of these guys can be somewhat finicky with the 2D controls, so freezing them makes things much easier, and I did not actually mean to jump on his head like that, but that works for me. Fortunately. I don't know what else to say. There's not a lot else to talk about at the moment. Just that we got a lot of these guys to take care of. Geronimo! Oh god, it burns! No, it's not lava. Lay! And I get 2 of these guys. Ouch. Oh, I forgot they could slit projectiles. Shooting them helps too, and it can make these little rodeos that much easier. Really low in health. It's been running all along, even with the depth, so I should be able to end it soon. And yeah, that's inactive at the moment. We can't use that. Oh, look where we are. The elevator, Sector 3. That was fast. Doesn't look like we'll be spending much time in this part. Oh. The heat bulls don't like being frozen because... Ow. because it could prevent them from spewing fire, but that also makes them volatile explosives. And more Sabesians. Second verse, same as the first. Easily taken care of. There are more goodies in this room. Again, we still can't get them. Eventually, though. Eventually. The neat little feature of this game is that they actually let Salmas just keep moving by letting her letting her vault over smaller obstacles. A nice little touch. Well, this is interesting. Ow! That's what I get for that's what I get for tempting fate. And there we are. Mind you, we're still following that creature we've met at Sector 1. Really? You're forcing me here? Oh well. And we have our next waypoint, the navigation booth beyond the door. And oh my. We seem to have stumbled across an issue here. Yeah, we're not continuing any further at this point. Let's go back to the navigation booth. Hello, hello.
Head to Sector 2. There's a high probability of survivors hiding there.
Survivors.
We'll have to take care of that freak of nature later.
Okay. I would think it would be helpful to make sure to take care of the freak anyway, because he might attack the survivors, but, you know, you're the boss. Yeah, and this part's... I think I will end the part here, because even with the deaths, we're running a bit long. That said, our stay for Sector 2 is ended. So next part, we venture forth into Sector 3. The ice zone, the cryosphere. Ooh. Until next time, people, stay cool.